You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
Now, I'm not going to say that it's going to be absolutely a rout or absolutely going to go the other way just because I had said the same thing about the Lakers and the Celtics, but I'm just saying, you never know. I'm not going to go that far true north, but the Packers are going to have some very interesting things to deal with next year. And as soon as I hear more about one, what is his name? I don't want to mispronounce anything. Jeff Halfley, former coach of the Boston College football team, now the defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. And I have absolutely no idea how to feel about that. Let's hope he's the right person for the job. Yeah, Logan, your wrench is gone because you wouldn't give up on that using that cowgirl insult no matter how many times I had brought it up on this channel, especially after yesterday's conversation on Ass Talk. Yeah. I'm not going to have it anymore, and if that means you have to leave, then I'm sorry. So, meanwhile, we got also pro volleyball going on. Okay. All kinds of nonsense tonight, and once again, they have deceived me about the starting time of all of this. So I think we can take a few quality minutes to thank one of our sponsors here tonight on another Stupid Sports Show, and that is Green River Soda. The only soda that looks, smells, and tastes exactly like a Green River. And once again, if you cannot buy Green River in your area, and I know that that can be tough sometimes, like I always say, support your local drink makers, kill national brands, break their backs. Oh my god, I don't even have the sound on for this video package, and it's already annoying me. Menards? Actually, I can honestly believe that Menards would have that. I got you, Colleen. And get yourself a nice bottle of Stewart's. Mm. So, not at all, not one bit. Well, I don't. Hey, I don't blame you. I'm a little nervous about it myself, but we will see. We'll give them a chance. We will give them a chance. Yeah, yeah. Time zones did me in again, and I thought it was an hour earlier than it really was. It's going to be a long damn night. They're playing in College Park, Logan, which is in Maryland. As Ben Folds once not so famously said, God bless motherfucking College Park. Oh, yep, there we are. Inspirational speech in the locker room from Brenda Fries, the head coach of the Lady Terps. For those of you who don't know, it's the full name of the Maryland mascot is the Terrapins. It's like a big freaking turtle, but they just say Terps for short. All right, so is it the out of curiosity, True North, for NCAA sports, is it the level style of play for sports, or is it the organization of the NCAA itself that you have issue with? Because I think that might be a little couple of different things. Oh, Jordan Love's girlfriend is in a pro volleyball league. Cool. All right, Carman, safe travels. And Cliff Kingsbury withdraws the offer as the Raiders OC. Like he backed out of it, or the Raiders took it back. All right. 104 points left until Caitlin Clark breaks the NCAA career scoring record. Oh, he backed out. Damn. Wow. All right. Apparently, Cheyenne Sellers for Maryland is back in after suffering an injury against Penn State, which was one of their recent losses. In case you were curious. Are we ready to go? Oh, I think we are. Jump ball won easily by Iowa, and we are away here in the first quarter. Sean Mannion. Oh, okay. All right. That seems like a good environment for somebody to get some development work as a coach. And what do you know? We already have a three from Caitlin Clark. How shocked should we be? Not very, really. Meanwhile, season-ending foot surgery for Zach LaVine. Oof. Wow, Maryland turns the ball over. Iowa getting hung up on the far side of the arc. They try to move it in a little down to the baseline. Send it back up top. Passy around the world. Down to the near baseline. And holy crap, Caitlin Clark, an actual traveling call. An actual traveling call on Caitlin Clark. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it myself, folks. Congratulations, folks. They still call traveling. They try for their own three, Maryland does, but end up sinking their first points on the rebound in the paint. And throws the ball at the player because she screwed up. Hey. Damn, another one for Iowa off the back of the iron. They're going to try from distance. And it's going to be a foul against Maryland, I think, for a kickball. Oh, God. Caitlin, Cam, why? Why? This is the dumbest thing. Don't worry about getting on board with TikTok, folks, because the Universal Music Group has apparently pulled all of their music from TikTok as Caitlin Clark misses a layup. Number 5 for Maryland sets up a 3 and drains it. Swish. As Lavender Briggs, meanwhile, it's going to be another traveling call on Caitlin Clark. Holy crap. Some great work on the inside by number 24 for Maryland. That is, who the hell is that? Bree McDaniel. Great work on the inside. Long distance 3 does not fall for Iowa. Maryland running back up the court again. Sellers gets it inside. Easy. Folks. I didn't think it would be like this. Dangerous pass from Caitlin Clark gets knocked down. And in. And a Bree McDaniel, and we have an early timeout by Iowa. They are going bonkers in College Park because, yeah, they're up 11-3, and a team that has struggled against their conference opponents as of late. This will be a big victory. Yeah, Logan. I'm getting more than a little confused by the moves that the Brewers are doing. Meanwhile, we have Gregory Santos leaving the White Sox and going to the Mariners. And Chicago receives Prelander Baroa, their number 15 prospect, outfielder Zach DeLoach, a number 25 prospect, and their number 69 overall picked in the 2024 draft. Nifty. All right. Well, Let's keep our fingers crossed for the prospects, I suppose, but damn, Maryland. One, did not expect you to get such a hot start already, and number two, I didn't expect Caitlin to goof up so much. Like, currently, Caitlin is 1 for 3 from the floor with only that first three-pointer. The only score for Iowa so far. We could have some fun tonight. I'm excited. All right, let's take a look at who's doing the work so far. So far, Brady McDaniel leading the scoring with 4 points, but they seem to be spreading the wealth pretty evenly throughout the team. Then again, only first 3 minutes. But, you know, nice to see. Oh boy. It is coming back. The NASCAR. It will soon be here, and it will devour us all. Okay, meanwhile we get rid of right-handed minor league hurler Christian Manoff for Dominic Fletcher from Arizona, one of their outfielders. All right. Got traded because he would have asked for a massive contract. Oh. Okay. Well, they frees up $15 million for the Brewers to go after someone in free agency. All right, for $15 million, Logan, for where the team is right now, on what do you think that could best be spent? All right, here comes Clark up the middle. She will hand it off to... Oh, I always miss that one player's name, but... Oh, they can't even get the initial shot to fall inside from number 45. However, they do get a rebound, throw it back out. And that is number 20, Kate Martin, who's finally got the second one to score points for the Hawkeyes. An off-balance shot goes nowhere. A couple people go tumbling. Molly D nearly gets the ball stolen away from her. People still colliding with each other by accident. It'll get thrown to Kate Martin and cycled around to who the hell's number... Oh, that's Molly Davis. Okay. Molly Davis has just gotten it to a deficit of 3. This is where we are right now. Brewers should go after a third baseman like Matt Chapman, sorry. I got thinking about Homestar Runner for a second. Meanwhile, the Terps get called for traveling, and they turn it over. Bree McDaniel... Oh. And then Hannah Schulke and Caitlin Clark colliding. Schulke driving her way in. The layup does not fall, but good effort. Working down the paint. And a great block by Clark. She's racing up the far side of the court, throws the cross Davis. Schulke tries it again. Cannot come down with the second chance rebound. As Lavender got a step back three off the front of the rim. They cannot cover it. Schulke will recover. Throw it to Clark. From the far side of the arc. Clark moving around. She will hand it off to Molly Davis. She gets it stripped. And here come the Terps again. McDaniel will throw it across court to Brene Alexander. Gets tipped out of bounds. I think it's going to be Terps ball. I'm not sure what that actually means, MKI, but I'm assuming that means that the NHL All-Star Game is proceeding as expected. Another layup not falling for Iowa. This has been a very strange start. Jumper from inside the arc doesn't go either. And I think Maryland just got their second foul of the quarter for in the effort of trying to defend that pass. So let's take care of that. 7-4. Yeah, I guess that sounds like all-star scoring. Oh, I thought Maryland had one earlier. Meanwhile, we have, who would have thought, another three from Caitlin Clark, and now they're tied again. Meanwhile, Turner gets a nice two inside. But Martin responds with her own three. Terps try to go long, but only falls out of bounds. There's Addison O'Grady making room on the inside. She must have cut him in for Schulke at some point. Oh yeah, it deflected out of bounds by Maryland. Iowa gets to throw in. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbound to Clark, so she will just sink one from distance, barely 3 feet away from the side, from the out of bounds. All right, and Lavender Briggs will try to keep up, keep Maryland within 2. Into O'Grady from Clark. They can't control the rebound. Gets launched ahead. Back across. Unfortunately, it does not fall. Lavender Briggs had so much room to get that and tie the game. Meanwhile, she'll back up for another 3. Grady on the rebound. Fulter, then out to Grady on the baseline. Swish. Wow. Maryland trying to slow things down just a little bit. Shannon Sells blocking for a little bit on that. I can't tell if it sank because my signal has been dying like mad. Oh yeah, they did get a 3. Fantastic. And then Davis travels underneath the basket. Wow. The Hawkeyes would have a much bigger lead right now if they hadn't been turning the ball so often with all the traveling. Yeah, that was something I was very worried about for this season. Honestly, the health of Joel Embiid, another three for Maryland, falls short. And finally, Clark gets one to fall. A little incidental contact on the way back up the court. And here we go. Terrapins can't afford to let this game get away from them. Oh, and Caitlin is pissed about that foul called on her against Fisher. Oh. Yeah, Maryland's a bit far behind the rest of, Iowa, Indiana, Ohio State, Penn State, as far as women's Big Ten. From Libertyville, Illinois, is Emily Fisher up to the line for the Terps. Certainly taking their time. First one goes down. Shot number 2 from Fisher off the back of the iron. Easily knocked down by Kate Martin, but up, and I think we have another foul coming on Maryland. I think this is a floor foul, though, so it'll just be throwing. I think if she had gotten a technical, the announcers would have been absolutely screaming about it. So that's not still being discussed, and it makes me think, no technical. Okay, and Molly Davis there, sinking a nice one from distance. Another shot doesn't fall for Maryland, and the shot clock is off for the Hawkeyes. Clark will be defended by Turner to end the... So she will let it fly, and she ends the quarter with a 3. Oh, like I said, folks, this could be a long game. Iowa Hawkeyes are leading the Maryland Terrapins 27-19 at the end of the first quarter. NCAA women's basketball will return very soon here on 106.9 Click FM for another stupid sports show. somehow for a second quarter here on another Stupid Sports Show. Just coming out of the huddles in College Park, Maryland. Terps had an early lead, but Iowa has stormed back to grab the lead by 8. So optimistic, because as long as Iowa keeps turning the ball over the way that they have, they're not going to really extend their lead much beyond that, I think. All right, Maryland's going to start with the ball here in the second quarter. And a nice move in the paint, even with the blocker taking up room. Was able to find an underhanded angle to take on that shot. And great position for Schulke on the inside. 8-point lead is maintained. All right. Sellers working it around. Ends up getting her own rebound. Has to fling it to control the ball because it was going out of bounds. Ends up getting lost off of another player's foot. Clark gets the ball. And once again, toss ahead to Schulke. Wow. This is getting desperate for Maryland. Bree McDaniel having to throw it back out. Finally, we get ourselves a 3. Jakia Brown-Taylor knocking that down for the Terps. All right, now we have actually some time from the Hawkeyes. That is Molly Davis. They throw it around, and it does not fall. Sellers' effort at the long ball does not fall down. Clark back up the far side court with the ball. Moving for the top of the arc. Does not make it, but everybody leaves the wide open lane for an easy attempt by Kate Martin, but her layup doesn't fall. A nice 15-footer with the defender present. Deficit is now back down to 5. Oh yeah, I wonder how the Lakers will handle things. Schulke grabbing the rebound after the 3 goes off the iron. Clark brings it back in. And damn, Schulke ends up getting a foul while trying to grab for the rebound. All right. Maryland seems to have gotten a bit of their spark back. Oh God, Dwight Howard. I remember that name. On a second chance, rebound cannot fall, unfortunately. Clark launched it down. Great positioning. And it will stay down in the end. Bierbach ended up flying when additional defensive help came down, but they also swatted the ball out of her hands. AD and LeBron are both playing. Are they going to lose? Caitlin Clark ends up finding. Yep, of course she does. Kate Martin. Nobody looking for Kate Martin up the middle. They might want to fix that, Maryland. All right. McDaniel, all the contested shot, and Caitlin Clark she is hurt. Oh no. Oh boy. this is non-contact injury, which is really concerning. No. No, she was going on more about leg. But that was a delayed reaction to the contact. A very delayed reaction. At least it felt like it from how the footage was rolling the first time I saw it. Hopefully they'll show it again. And right now her coach is giving the referee an earful about the situation. And they draw an offensive foul. Holy crap. Boop. Where? Damn, I missed it again. I'm just trying to see where and how she got hit. I'm still unsure. Meanwhile, Angie has decided this is the perfect time to come down and get in the middle of everything. All right. Finally, O'Grady is able to get in there. Maybe got away with something, but Clark is going to be coming back in on the next stoppage. That's with Kate Martin on the rebound, throwing it ahead. Trying to find O'Grady in the middle again, and she'll throw it off the leg of one of the players, and yep. Here she is, back in now. Oh, shoot. A sweep for the Omaha Supernovas over the San Diego Mojo, 3-0. Clark will drive to the inside, but her layup will not fall. Rolls off the rim. And a quick release three from Alexander. And then Iowa, they get it right back. And tight defensive structure leads to a turnover. Davis pulls up short, and nothing that could be done. Oh boy, now a steal, I thought it was O'Grady, but who the hell is that, number 3? Sydney Afalter. And Maryland is now taking a timeout. All right, down to 4:09 to go in the second quarter, and now the lead for the Hawkeyes is 13. Oh, that's why TikTok is doing this ad campaign, because they want to build up the public goodwill to try to pressure the labels. Got it. Cool. Yeah, Angie, I see you there. I know. I'm throwing off the entire schedule by being up late for this. It's terrible. Everything's awful. But also the Terps have 4 fouls. Oof. Well, decent start by the Terps, but Iowa can just apparently afford to take as many shots as they want, because they can get the damn ball whenever they want. I mean, That last steal, it just seemed like they were moving in slow motion, like they weren't even paying attention to the speed of the game at that point. I do not get it. I really don't. Well, let's see what they can bring back at halftime, I suppose, but oh yeah, better get that ready. As well as, what the hell, check out the other NBA scores that are going on at the time. Warriors Hawks are tied at 64 at halftime. The Nets were able to deal with the 76ers today, 136 to 121. And the Kings are leading the Bulls at the start of the second, 34 to 27. We'll wait for Lakers Knicks to develop before we really start keeping an eye on that one. All right, let's get back to our box score for tonight. Let's see how everything is shaking out. Like I thought, Molly Davis getting in is the only one up there with Caitlin Clark in double digits so far for the Hawkeyes. And Brown Turner is the only double-digit scorer for the Terps. They're a little bit more widespread, with Alexander and McDaniel each contributing 6 so far. All right, come on, come on. We're not going to be sticking around for halftime. We all take a break. Yeah. Apparently he is going to play. I'm not sure whether he's going to keep the same hat, True North, but if he does, all the respect in the world to him. Wow, you can hear her voice going to shreds trying to talk over the noise in that arena. All right. What do you have for us, Terps? Apparently they're going to be bringing the ball up court. I'll do a little bit of passy around the world from the top of the arc to the side in the middle of the paint. Great passing, and everybody ignoring Masonis, who's able to just sneak in there. All right. All right, from a Fulter to Davis, who 5'7", but somehow finding ways to gain points from inside the paint. All right. All the passing in the world, but an immediate rebound under the basket is able to keep it a 10-point deficit. From a Fulter, this is Marshall at the top. Gets it to Clark at the top of the arc. Looking for a screen from O'Grady. Loses control of the ball. Now she has to, and they just absolutely let her have the lane. It was almost like poetry to watch, almost. And we get a nice bit of ball movement from the Terps. Open up Alexander for the 3 on the near side of the arc. So Caitlin tries to respond with her own. Seems like everybody kind of got confused and wasn't really sure what was happening on that last offensive series for the Hawkeyes. I can't say what the hell was going on. Oh yeah, I mean we try to cycle through a lot of different teams because I don't have any hard college affiliations. But yeah, I figured we'd have to touch on the Iowa Hawkeyes at least at some point, and seeing how well they're doing this season, we'll probably see them again in all of the postseason that's coming up for college basketball. I'm not sure what to tell you about their decisions of when they're going to play AD and LeBron. All right, and try driving inside, back outside the arc, trying to keep the defense moving and off balance. They do end up slapping it back out after the initial shot doesn't fall. They get a fresh shot clock. Meanwhile, Oregon State is down 30 points against USC. Is this women's or men's? And meanwhile, a rare travel for Maryland. Usually it's the Hawkeyes that have been doing all the traveling in this game. Oh, men's. Okay. Yeah, right. They kind of just got started, so I'm waiting for them to develop before I really focus in on them again. And then a great feed from Kate Martin. Caitlin Clark finds her way inside. She's now up to 21 points, only has like 80-something to go until she has that record. Attempted steal doesn't happen. Down to 30 seconds to go in the first half. Maryland moving it around the arc, trying to loft it inside. Schulke comes in a little bit too late. But Sellers was able to knock that down. Shot clock off. Under 10 seconds. Clark. Now a drive. Easily done. Doesn't have enough juice on that half-court shot to make it. And it's a 52-38 lead for the Hawkeyes at the end. Caitlin Clark getting on fire as the game has gone on. Yeah, that was it gave us all a little bit of pause at the beginning, Rye, with that 11-3 lead. And then Iowa flipped it and has just managed to keep the Terps at bay. We'll see how they do in the next half, but as you may have noticed, there's a lot of sports to focus on, so I'm sure we'll have no shortage of entertainment. We're going to take a pause for the cause right now. So do what you got to do. Grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a smoke, whatever you need to get you through the next few hours. And I will see you in a little bit for more of Iowa, Maryland here on another stupid sports show. Good times, man. Good times.
smoke it up.
Another Stupid Sports Show returns for the third quarter of the Terps versus the Hawkeyes. Iowa leading 52-38 hits the start of the third quarter, and well, I guess we can hope for better things, but we will see. We will see. Oh, we got somebody sitting right behind the camera with a sign voicing their support for number 24. I keep forgetting. Oh, Gabby Marshall. All right. Well, you know, not to toot my own horn, but now that I am watching the team again, you know, all of these names, I mean, Kate Martin especially. You know, I remember how she was just a secret weapon for the Hawkeyes all through last season. And, yep, they are looking just dangerous. Yeah. 23 points for Caitlin Clark so far, as the Seven Nation Army plays in College Park. Iowa will start with the ball. So go from Caitlin around the arc. Goes from Davis. A little bit of contact, I think, going against Marshall. So that is the first foul of the half for the home team. Ooh. Damn. Clark off of the inbound. Dangerous bounce pass inside, but finds Martin. Oh, damn. All right, Sellers from the top of the arc. Wait for something to open up underneath. Off-target pass. She was looking for Jakia Brown-Turner, but instead, early turnover here in the second half. You're going to lose 4 to 5 starters after this season, and Caitlin will likely leave too. Oh, yeah, well, hey. Well, if there's any season for the Hawkeyes to win a championship, then I think they're probably trying to make it this one, you know. And from what I've seen so far, that doesn't seem like it could be a problem. I mean, yes, the loss to Ohio State concerning. Complete whiffer, gets rebounded by Scholke. Throws it to Clark, who drives and gets Now she's figured out how to do her layups again. All right. And a hard fall on that foul. Ooh. Doesn't look like any serious injury, just a hard hit on the wood. And wait, media timeout already? Okay. All right, media timeout already. Damn. Well, I guess I should use this time then to thank our third quarter sponsor here on another Stupid Sports Show, Crunchy Rice Squares. Exactly what you would think it says on the box. What the fuck else do you need? Oh. And also introductions. Yes, there are cats here. This one over here, her name is Angie. She's old. She is angry. She is a Chargers fan. So that kind of goes hand in hand with the whole anger thing. But yeah, if you hang around, you'll probably see her a bunch because she also likes to come up here and disrupt things while I'm trying to stream. She figures it's a captive audience. Anyway, still a lot of time left. I think we're barely at. Yes, thank you for blocking that part of the screen too, Angie. Help is always appreciated. Around 8:03 to go. Did feel like an early media timeout. But like I had said before, I am excited to get back into more of the college basketball. I've been planning ahead in the schedule, and the upcoming weeks for February, oh, there's so much room now that we're not having to focus on football. I cannot wait. I really cannot. And I will probably, because I sometimes don't have the best track record of picking which games to watch, probably put some of them up to vote in my community tab. So if there's any teams that you want to steer me towards, that's the best time to do them. Feel free to drop suggestions too, but I don't want to get too overloaded on one team, if that makes sense. Rye, I don't have a team. I went to art school, man. Like we had a t-shirt in our school store that declared that we were undefeated in football since 1846 or whenever the original version of our school was founded. But yeah, we can say that because we've never played a game of football. So of course we're undefeated. Like I actually grew up in the Maryland area, so I got to watch Maryland basically get their ass handed to them frequently by Duke. So, that was fun growing up. I don't really root for Maryland. And pretty much I'm just watching for the enjoyment of the game, which I know sounds weird, but it also makes it a lot easier to, just sit back and chill and enjoy. Is this Bree McDaniel going up to the line? That was an actual foul? Oh, cool. All right. Are the Terps going to get it back within 16? Pro Volleyball Federation Games. You know what? Let me watch a few and I'll think about it, Justin. And then another two from Molly Davis, and Iowa trying to stretch that lead even more. Uh-oh, and now we've got another foul. Is that one going to be on Martin or? I think she could definitely, considering the number of games that are left in the season, Rye, Caitlin Clark should have no problem catching that scoring record. All right. As soon as my signal comes down, I will get a look at Kate Martin throwing it to Clark for a long distance three that rides the rim and falls out. Hurled down to the baseline, and a nice underhanded spin on that. Woo. Someone managed to get their hands on that pass down the court, and Maryland has the ball once again. Oh, we have some interesting things happening for the Terps offense at this time here in the third quarter. And finally, McDaniels helping to light it up a little bit more for Maryland. It's Clark. She hurls it across the court down to the baseline, and it goes off a player's legs and out of bounds. There wasn't even anybody really there to pass it to. All right. Maryland getting it into a little bit of a rhythm. Throwing it around to Marshall. Her three doesn't make it. Out of bounds, they say last touch by Schulke. It'll be Maryland ball. All right. We'll start by going around to the near side of the arc, throwing just inside the paint. Number 24 driving back out the far side of the arc. Bounces in. And a high jumper at the baseline. Maryland now back within 10. Can they keep up the pressure? Can they stay with them? Decent attempt by Molly Davis, but off the rim. Quickly, there we come, the Terps, and an inbound pass for Sellers. Wow. From Briggs to Sellers on the inside, that is officially, I think, a 10-0 run. And now the Terps have cut the lead to 8, 6:12 to go in the third quarter. Okay, this game could get interesting again. Very cool. Most of the games on the Bally Network, but they have all their matches are live on the YouTube channel for free. Okay. All right, give me a moment. I will get this down. Pro Future Stream? Question mark. Rye? I don't know what to tell you, but I can say for sure that I do not know how much the Duck cares about college basketball, so I don't know what if anything, he may have to do with what just happened. But Maryland just tightened up on defense and went on a 10-0 run. Ryan, funny you mentioned that. Last season was the first time I had really like stuck it out with paying attention to baseball, and yeah, I kind of got into it a lot more last year with how they were doing the pitch timer and everything. I'm unfortunately a White Sox fan, but you know, nobody's perfect. Yeah. The duck is kind of a thing around here, Rye. It's nothing weird. It's harmless fun. You know, it does cause grief for people who are fans of the Huskies, but, you know, it's good for them. A Nebraska men's basketball game, you say? Well, I will admit, Justin, the Nebraska men's basketball team did earn a reassuring thumbs up and an eye from me after they upset the Wisconsin Badgers. Remember, folks, the currently nationally ranked Wisconsin Badgers, who have been on an absolute tear again. Oh, yeah, 2005 is forever ago, Rye. It absolutely is. Kip, it's going well here currently. Maryland is trying to claw their way back into the game. They were down by a great deal. They're now only down by 10. Oh, yeah, Rye. When 2005, I know Uber and Lyft definitely didn't exist at the time. So, but the only stagecoaches were down in like the Old Town or area, and those were like for special occasions. Damn, some awkward dribbling from Kate Martin. She gets a turnover. They leave an open three. And once again, Jakia Brown Turner doing some damage. Wow. You got a player waiting to come in. Marshall at the baseline has to throw it back up to Davis. She rides it to the top. Kate Martin to Clark. Three from distance. Why should we doubt her at this point? There's nothing we can do. We cannot stop her. But the Terps can respond with a three of their own from Alexander. They can do that. Yeah, that was a recent change that they did, Logan. The 4 10-minute quarters. And the fader from 15 feet in and out. Terps trying to speed down the field. Throw it back up top for McDaniels. Finds a nasty way inside. Terps now only trailed by 3. Pass to O'Grady, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawkeyes. 4:39 left in the third quarter. And folks, College Park is having themselves a damn ball right now. This is nuts. All right, Alexander throwing around the arms of McDaniels to Sellers, and no basket. Might have been fouled on the floor. All right, they're officially up to 3 fouls for Iowa. And Bree Daniels gets the contact and the basket. Oh, they're screaming now because we can tie it back up with the 3-point play. I mean, I didn't really ask Monty about overtime. I just assumed because of how tired he was that he wanted everything to end early tonight. But, oh, wow. Bree McDaniel at the line. We are tied. Oh my goodness. We're even at 61. Bounce pass into Kate Martin. Has to throw it back out. As Sydney to Marshall. Back to Clark up top. Trying to find space. But it's an air ball on that three. They could possibly take the lead on this. And off the backboard still counts. 63-61, and now they add to their pressure with a little foul on the floor. Bit of contact, but nobody seriously hurt. Wow. Once again, Jakia Brown-Turner stepping up. I think she's still the leading scorer. Oh, she's tied with McDaniel with 17 points apiece so far this game. All right. And then Martin's three is short. Sellers to Turner. See my signal going out. We cannot get the 14-footer. Caitlin Clark now streaming down the court. Obvious foul there. Grab from behind. Currently the foul count is 4-3. Maryland just got their third on a rather obvious grab of Caitlin Clark. Even I saw that one. Right, this is NVTS nuts. Roman Empire jokes. Oh, damn. And I think the Terps have entered bonus territory, folks. Yeah. Jakia Brown-Turner. Fantastic job tonight. And she gives them the lead for the first time in a while. All right, Marshall on the near side of the arc. Bring it back around, throws it to Clark. Closer to the half-court circle than the arc itself. Kate Martin, fade away, off the back of the iron and out. Sellers bring it right up the middle. And right up the middle indeed, but nobody there to hold in the rebound. Marshall taking care of things. An attempted steal goes nowhere. They're now down to 4 defenders. Great handoff from Clark. Ashoke will get fouled as she tries to go in. Whew. Yeah. Well, she did try to. Well, she at least did try to give the ball off to somebody who had a decent chance. Did draw the foul. And there's just like there's just like primal screaming going on in an effort to distract at the line. Holy crap. And it works. One for two for Stolke from the line. Alexander's three-point attempt, no good. Marshall gathers it up under the rim. Hands it off to Clark, who races to the near side of the arc. Does a spin move, somehow gets it through to Stolke, and there we go. Kind of thing they were looking for before. Now they are back on top. About a minute and a half to go. Nobody could control that off the rebound. So right into the arms of Caitlin Clark, who will take an angle inside. Off the backboard and off the rim and out. Back up top. Easy three for Caitlin. You can't be doing that, folks. Meanwhile, Alexander trying to match and not looking for the good shot. And once again, connecting with Stolke down below, causing, I think, Maryland to take a timeout. And now it is 71-69 Iowa. Oh yeah, right. We got a varied bunch of fandoms in this chat as well. We got Green Bay, we got Detroit. I'm a Detroit Lions fan myself, but we've also got people rooting for the Badgers, for I'd assume at some point the Michigan Wolverines, Nebraska. We get all kinds in here, so. So, just also be prepared for that as well. Oh boy. So many people crowded up at the top of the women's Big Ten. And McDaniel helping with the passy around the world. Lavender gets it back out. She draws Caitlin Clark on the defense. Nearly stolen, but I think they did draw a foul. Oh, and meanwhile, at some point, the Terps got the Hawkeyes the bonus as well. Jakia Brown-Turner got the foul. She's going to be at the free throw line. No good. Oof. That's a problem. All right, well, at least she got one. Down to a 5-point lead. Caitlin Clark taking her time. Up near midcourt. McDaniel defending her. Everybody frozen in place. I guess they're waiting for instruction. Gonna throw it to Davis. Back to Clark. She drives in for some room. Draws the foul. Still 4.3 seconds to go. Yeah. Off to the foul line for Caitlin Clark. Shooting two. Everybody was in bonus now. 31 points for Caitlin Clark. She has 8 assists on the night as well. She's now up to 33 points on the night. And, oh, she's going to go out of the game. And the last 4 seconds without Caitlin Clark, the Terps cannot get a 3. So we will take ourselves our final pause for the cause tonight. Do what you got to do. We might have a crazy one on our hands, folks. Hawkeyes and the Terps. It's been bouncing back and forth, and yeah, it's never easy, right? It's never easy. Not for any of us. Another stupid sports show will return very soon. Damn, folks. If you're just coming to on Iowa, Maryland right now, it has been back and forth, side to side. Whew. Wow. 10 more minutes of football to go. They are dancing in College Park. And it is going to be craziness. Absolute craziness. As long as Caitlin Clark is still a factor. All right, she's got 33 points tonight. All right, Davis says 14 for Iowa. Stolke 9. Got Sellers from the top of the arc. Off to Turner. Versus Field. Draws all the pressure inside. Does not quite fall, but they call it off of Turner. Okay. All right. Wow, they're going to try to say that Caitlin Clark's going to get 52, but yeah, that three doesn't fall. Schulke got knocked away from her, and I think that is Martin who got the original rebound. Now has it outside the arc, throws it all the way across for Davis. Hauls it up to Clark, drives it a little bit, draws all the focus at the foul line. Her pass on the interior gets knocked away, easily stolen. Sellers, easy bounce pass to Turner. Holding up the goggles. I'm assuming that is I can see you now. All right. Marshall to Martin. Schulke on the rebound. Called last off Maryland. Crowd not happy about that. Hey, Cordman, glad to see you got back wherever you were going safely. And yeah, we're just having a crazy time over here. And I draw another offensive foul, this one against Kate Martin. Woo. Oh, yeah. Maryland was trailing at the half court, man. They actually came and took the lead back at a certain point in the third quarter, but then Iowa stormed and took it back again. And now they've drawn another foul on Caitlin Clark. Wow. Second foul of the quarter for Iowa, and we are only a minute and 35 into things. Right? I don't blame you right now. Between the early turnovers and the second half foul trouble, this is not helping things at all. Does get the second one. So now they only trail by 4. Throw it to Marshall, who will get it back up top to Sydney, whose name I still cannot remember. Eventually it's back in the hands of Clark, who gets stymied at every opportunity. Gets a backwards pass into Schulke, who kicks it back out to Davis. Off the rim. All right. Oh my goodness. Did that count? Oh my God, it counted. I thought they had drawn the offensive foul, but oh wow. Oh yeah, Marshall hadn't planted. Okay. That was what was going on. Down to 7:56 to go. Bree McDaniel is now at the line. Does not get the three-point play, however. And so Kate Martin will dribble it up the floor. And that is a Fulter. Eventually shot in and out. And Davis, nobody can get it, but does get tracked down and draws the foul. And it's against Martin. Ooh. No, not really. No and one, but it is a shooting foul. The Hawkeyes are up to 4 fouls already, 2.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Next one they commit, that is bonus time for the Terps. And it doesn't seem like it's doing them any good because they're not doing very well from the line right now. That one off the rim. Does manage to get that second shot in. Marshall coming back in. A Fulter will going out. 7:33 to go. Inbound to Clark. We are far from done, folks. Lots of pressure on Clark, which takes the focus away from Martin, who gets the basket and one. And she managed to draw a foul on Turner, too. So, does complete the three-point play. Gets the lead back up to 4 for the Hawkeyes. Quick movement from the Terps getting back down. They attack inside and give it away because Stolke blocks the pass. Martin will heave it to Clark at midcourt. Get it to the far side for Gabby Marshall. Her three is no good, but Davis does grab the rebound. Out it to Stolke around to Clark. Gets it tapped away from her. Is forced to start moving. It's tapped out again, out of bounds on the Terps. Shot clock down to 11 seconds. Don't worry, if we go to overtime, I will find him. Inbound to Clark. Marshall pretends to shoot, and across to Davis. Needs no shot clock violation, but easy rebound. And Sellers double pumps and underneath. From Marshall inside to Martin, back out to Clark. He'll throw it out to Marshall again, who will try again from distance. Her try is off the iron. And a foul against Iowa. Is that another one against Martin? Coach is pissed. Yeah, that's the third foul for Martin. And bonus time for the Terps. Meanwhile, over in men's basketball, Louisville is winning over Florida State. Oh. (62-53), 1:10 to go in the second half. Nice job there, McDaniel. Oh, and here comes a Fulter back into the game. Things getting loud in College Park once again. You can see the yellow spotted through the crowd. There is Hawkeye representation. Martin getting worked on by Lavender. Clark steps out of the coverage and drains the three. They'll throw it quickly back up court. Maryland tries to get their own big three, but nobody can control the rebound. Davis definitively holds on to it. And she will slowly bring it up the floor. Now 5.5 to go in this game. True North. Just to give you a little perspective, one of the most feared times for McDonald's employees is whenever the McRib is around. It is essentially a pain in the ass. In and out on the easy layup from behind the play. Oh boy. Kayla doesn't get through on that one. O'Grady wrestles it for control. A Fulter trying to organize things from the far side of the arc. And they're not going to call that an offensive foul? Okay. Even the announcer thought that it was a push. Well, yeah, couldn't have said it better myself, Rye. Mm-hmm. And just a reminder, in case y'all missed it, the Power of Duck will be returning. I'll be doing it for halftime during the Super Bowl. So just be ready for that. Oh, I know all about it. Yeah, we're weird with pickles. True North. I would just I would just recommend it's better not to know, or maybe find a good homemade version you can try. Meanwhile, Steph Curry has 52 points, and oh yeah, who are the Warriors playing? Oh, and they only lead the Hawks by 2 with 13 seconds left. Ooh. Meanwhile, Kings lead the Bulls by 10 at the end of the third quarter. Lakers and Knicks are tied at 59 just near the start of the second. Cavaliers lead the Spurs by 21 in the third, and Mavericks are beating the Bucks by 5, 65-60 at halftime. Damn. You're taking Chiefs? My thoughts on the Super Bowl, Rye, I think this is San Francisco's best chance to win it. I'm not saying that they will, but I think it's their best chance to. Considering, the issues for Kansas City that they've had, with getting a consistent receiver other than Travis Kelce to step up through the season. People have come and gone. Maybe Kadarius Toney and maybe some other people, but like Isaiah Pacheco, let's just hope that he's healthy. And can they actually stop Patrick Mahomes? Yeah, I will say True North overrated. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about the Bucks, man. Man, I've I've got I've got nothing to say. Oh yeah, well, it seems like there's always one. Oh, I'm getting backed up by Cornman on slandering the McRib. Well, not exactly slandering it, but wow, great job by a Filter to get the rebound after that three-pointer misses. And damn, the pass by Clark gets deflected right into the arms of Sellers. And my signal died, and I didn't get to see anything happen. And an easy 18-footer. Now only down by 3. Wake Forest sacking Syracuse 98-63. All right, Davis throws it to Martin. From the line, comes up short. All the contact considered clean. Sellers now driving. Stops at the free throw line, throws it back out to somebody else who I couldn't see because once again, signal died. But her shot came up short and everybody going for it. Nearly got knocked away from number 44. I think this is going to be a foul on Maryland. That's what I'm assuming anyway. Oh, Grady. All right, Maryland's currently up to 3 fouls so far. Clark driving in, throws it across court for, yeah. A Falter gets the 3. Rachel, we are watching Iowa attempt to hold on in what has been a surprisingly competitive game against Maryland. And even with my signal going in and out, I can tell Maryland is not giving up on this yet. All right, Davis up to the half-court circle, just throws it in the hands of Martin. A Falter, back to Davis. Back underneath to Martin, gets knocked away from Shulker, and then gets kicked out of bounds. Hello, Rachel. It has been a game. So many lead changes, more than I would have expected for a game like this. And now here we are, Maryland down by 4, a little over 2 minutes to go. Sellers going for the long bomb. Clark grabs the rebound near the arc. They got to clamp down on this defense. Good behind the back. Throws it out to Davis. To a Falter. Trying to find some room inside. Back out to Martin. From behind the arc. Off the rim. But a Falter is able to get space for the rebound. And they can take some more time off the clock. And all that room underneath for Martin. Wow. Yeah, True North. I ended up reading about that. It made me very sad. While Rachel's doing the art. Oh yeah. Iowa trying to hold on to the ball for as long as they can. They know all the pressure is on Maryland. So once again, another cross court. A Falter does get it, but Maryland loses the easy rebound out of bounds. Oh, no. Oh. Alexander's off the hands of Alexander. And another opportunity for Iowa to put a dagger in this. Davis taking her time for arc. Short pass to Martin. Setting up for Clark again, but a Falter gets the rebound. She'll throw it back out to Davis. And this, yeah. Good job getting it to Schulke, but through all the traffic, she just has to shove it out to Davis, who ends up nailing the 3. Now 89-80. Molly Davis, they didn't even bother to try to contest her on that three. Yeah, the Lakers don't have to play defense now, True North. AD and LeBron are back. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah, this is a bit of a disappointment, I must say. But hey, while we got the timeout, we will thank a special fourth quarter sponsor here on Other Stupid Sports Show, Weisenheimer Ale from the Distill Brewery in Normal, Illinois. Weisenheimer, haven't had this one in a while. And as always, if you cannot get Weisenheimer in your area, please support your own local brewmasters, winemakers, distilleries, or bootleggers. Oh yeah, it was a close one, but for what I can see, for the most part, this is the kind of thing that Maryland does with their scores and their defensive efforts in a majority of their games. And now they don't know which team it went out on, so we're going to have a monitor review, folks. And this last minute is going to drag. Hey, no problem, Bri. You know, if I usually put my schedule for the week in my community tab, so around Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, check for it there. It'll let you know whatever I'm streaming, tune into for that week, and hopefully there'll be something that piques your fancy. But don't worry, we'll get back to the Iowa Hawkeyes again and Caitlin Clark. And meanwhile, Cornman voted for the Sharks game. I was hoping somebody would, Cornman. And yeah, it's going to be Hawkeyes ball. Can they force a delay on the inbounds? And already we have a timeout. So Iowa uses that timeout to move the ball to midcourt. Yeah. Yeah, Cornman, the Terps have been on a real bad slide as of late, especially against Big Ten opponents. In fact, it's been all against Big Ten opponents, if I remember their schedule correctly. But yeah, they've been struggling. So, yeah, I was a little nervous for them because of that fact, but I was hoping they would at least make it close. And to their credit, the Terps kept it interesting tonight. Yeah, we do NHL games too, huh? Yeah, we like to do a little bit of everything just because, man, life short and another foul. Come on, man. Why give her the easy shots? Oh, Apparently, the reason for the two halves for the men, the four quarters for the women, is essentially capitalism. And the announcers, I think they wanted to say it really, really hard, but knew that they would get fired if they did. All right, best of luck, Tyler. You don't want to watch the leaves, True North? I am shocked. Shocked to hear this. Hey, it's not me, Ryan. I'm just going by what I see on the screen. And right now, what I see on the screen is the game slowly grinding its gears as we try to finish it. But you know, hell with it. Hang on. If we are going to have to wait through all of the fouls, then we will bring the cat. Speaking of extra time and commercials, you know, I'm trying to wait and see how many more sponsors they will get. Meanwhile, looks like Brie McDaniel is having to favor a foot while she's at the free throw line. That can't be good. Yeah, I don't think Monty was really looking for overtime tonight, MKI. He is much too sleepy. Second free throw does fall. Please don't turn this into Hackett slash. Meanwhile, they will hurl the ball down the court, but she misses the layup. I don't care who you are. That's always funny. All right. At least oh, fantastic. Monty is I think much like Adam, Minnesota Vikings man 28, moved on to the Timberwolves as his main focus at the moment. So, all right, Martin is at the line. Kayla Clark cannot leave, doesn't get to give her ribs a rest, I suppose. And now, finally, she will sit for the last 11 seconds. Officially 38 points on the night for her, a double-double in the books with 12 assists. Sellers from three-point land, nothing doing, out of bounds. The Terps will have it for CFL. Yes, I think it's free agency. I thought it was free agency that started. And at least Turner will get another 5 before things end. Well, score may not make it appear that way, but this one was bonkers. Lead swinging back and forth from team to team, and The Hawkeyes managed to hang on. Wow. Timberwolves and Pacers. Yeah, both of them doing not too shabby in the league this year. That's been fun to see. That's why I thought, True North, that we had a little while to go before the draft. I thought it was just free agency that began sooner. But anyway, that is where we end things tonight on another Stupid Sports Show. Gonna be back tomorrow for men's basketball this time, and we'll be doing Wisconsin and Purdue. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Wisconsin has been hyped up to me by certain Badger fans in this chat, and now we get to see if they'll live up to the scrutiny. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Best of luck, Maryland, but you couldn't do it against the Hawkeyes. I'm Jim B here on 106.9 Click FM. Thank you for watching another Stupid Sports Show, and good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.